I am planting my first fruit tree guild. It was basically a junkyard. I'm not kidding. Well-aged, we're talking 3 years at least, well-aged goat compost.
Squishes cuts out.
But look what I found. Hello everyone. So my name is Shari and I have started this new YouTube channel, and so welcome to Lacewing Lane. This is going to be a channel for multiple different variety of things, but Lacewing Lane is what I have decided to name my garden that I am working on. Tony and I bought this property. Well, he bought it. I'm just the designer on it for him. He's letting me do whatever I want to here. We don't live here yet. It needs lots of work, but we're working on it. When we first bought the property, it was basically a junkyard. I'm not kidding. There was trash and junk piled up all across. It's only 0.6 acres or so, but we are working on getting it transformed into a magical, beautiful piece of property that we both want to enjoy for a long time to come. So first thing we did was clear off all the land and get the water up and running fixed so that we could take care of the beautiful, gorgeous pine trees that were about to die. We did lose 4 trees, possibly 5 trees, but there's still several trees on the property that we have are babying and fertilizing and doing all the things to make them come back and look healthy. They're over there and they're gorgeous. Anyway, this channel is going to be about gardening and DIY and home renovations and life and love and stories and all the things. It's just basically taking everything that we wanted to do as far as where we want to live and the kind of place we want to enjoy as we get older, and making those dreams come true. And then, you know, all the stuff that happens along the way. So welcome, and this is going to be short, but I have started on my first fruit tree guild over there, and I have a few stories. I will link to this, but this was just a little introduction, and welcome, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, I am planting my first fruit tree guild. This is assorted plum, 2 assorted plum trees. I'm going to make, thinking a figure 8, but we'll see. It might be too small. I might make it bigger than that. I got cotton burr compost. We have very sandy soil, so it adds a moisture retention. Got way aged droppings, wood chips from some of our trees we mulched. I don't know, in the fall. Pine needle compost from all the pine needles, and coffee grounds from Starbucks. And then the 2 trees, or the bushes, first bushes I'm gonna plant. These are my apple trees, and I'm gonna do horseshoe beds over here. But these babies are gonna need more sun. So I'm soaking the roots first. Well, I was until this one dropped over. So this is thornless blackberry midsummer harvest variety, and it gets to be 5 feet tall, I believe. That's Spanish. Hold one momento. Un momento. It gets to be 5 feet tall. It needs full sun. I know blackberries do really well in full sun. This one is baby cakes, which is what me and my sweetheart call each other, baby cakes. So this is also blackberry, but it is smaller, and it only gets to be 3 or 4 feet. Where are you? 3 or 4 feet. And it has a rounded shape, which is cool. So this one's going to be bigger. It's going to cast more shadows than this guy. But those are the first 2 I'm planting in the guild. It's already kind of late in the day, so I need to get a move on. But you can see the house in the afternoon throws a lot of shade over here. So I want these guys to have more sun. So the sun comes through those trees. And this part is shaded, but it still gets more sun for sure. And then from the south, that's south, it just blazes over here. So these are going to be more of my sun-loving plants up here. And yeah, so I'm going to dig this up with my shovel over here, just turn it over. This over here, we already did a big, huge burn pile last summer. So it has good char ash in it already. We had to kill off a bunch of dead brush and goat head stickers and stuff. So the soil's pretty good. We put a fresh new topsoil. Some grasses started growing up in it, but this is good dirt. I'm just going to add all these amendments to it, and then I'm going to put the wood chips on top. So let me start over. First thing I'm going to do is turn the soil with the shovel and get it all loosened up, and then add in my coffee grounds and my goat poop, and then we have new fresh dirt, a big old pile over there. I'm going to put also dirt, so it's not all just nitrogen. I'm going to put some good dirt in there to make a border. It's still packed. I'm going to make a border around it to hold in all of the water and such. Anyhow, and then I'm going to top it with this, and I'm probably going to put way over there. Those are burlap sacks I got from San Antonio whenever we went to SeaWorld for free. A packing company used them to pack around their statues, water fountains, concrete stuff. So they were shipped with burlap all around them. So they hold in. Here's my first little, sorry, I don't mean to make y'all dizzy. Here's my first little blackberry bush we planted last spring. It's got this other stuff growing around it. I have no idea, but this burlap, whenever it's wet, it holds water really, really well. We are remodeling inside, so anyway, not much comes through it. That's the first thing I've pulled, which I'll get it out in a minute. But yeah, that holds water really well. So this guy I'm probably going to leave in the pot for now, but these 2 guys I wanted to put in my fruit tree guild. So there's here before, and hopefully by the end of summer we'll have a beautiful after. Hey, so I just had to break in here real quick and show you. I was just now starting on digging the hole for the big blackberry bush, but look what I found. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so I dug it up and I was like, I think that's onions. I am a first-time gardener, so anyway, I dug it up and it is onions. They're chives. They're little chives. So I put them over here, kind of put some dirt around it. That's where they're going to live. But look, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I'm getting it all over the place, but look at that. Anyway, I'm so excited. There's another couple of those around that I've seen. I'm going to go find them and put them in this bed. But yeah, I was so excited. I was like, I think I already have vegetables or whatever, and I hadn't even started yet. So I don't know if they're vegetables or herbs or whatever. Anyway, I know what they are. They're chives, so herbs, I guess. Anyway, I was super excited, and I just wanted to say I've already got my first plant. Yay. No, look, there's a baby horny toad.
I saw your mama the other day.
I told him where the ants were.
You ready?
It is slow, little heart.
There you go. You can do it. Don't squish his guts out.
There you go. Run like the wind. He's so little. Okay, hi everyone. Again, it is the next day. I did not get my blackberry babies planted, but I did get most of the bed ready. So this part here in the middle is where we did the big burn pile. So it had a lot of good charcoal, coal, burnt stuff, which is good for your soil. And we put new topsoil on top of it. So I didn't want to disturb that. Now on the outside of these plants, of the trees, which have already got blooms on them. Hello, babies. On the outside was just this hard, compact soil. So what I did is I dug that up and made the outside border here. And then I distributed this other soil around and mixed that around. I've decided not to put the blackberries in the guild, but to put them outside because they do get pretty big. That one there is going to be for the baby cakes. He only gets 3 foot tall and 3 foot around, so that's a good size. And then the bigger one, and it'll get more shade there. The bigger one will be here, and it will get 4 or 5 feet tall and around. So this has a bigger space, and we'll get more sun throughout the day. You can see over here my baby cakes, which is more of a container plant really. The sun's already starting to scoot over here, and it's only 1 o'clock, so here in another hour that'll start getting some shade, which is fine. So I did a lot of research on fruit tree and blackberry guilds, and basically the same plants, except for, like I said yesterday, some of them are sun loving and some of them want shade. So these guys over here, it is, like I said, 1 o'clock, and you can see how far the shade is from the house. They get lots and lots up until, I'm going to say, about 4 o'clock is when this place starts getting shade, but then the rest of the day is shaded. This place gets sun even dappled through the trees. The house completely covers these up. So I'm a little concerned about the apples. Well, no, they're turning colors. They haven't got any buds quite yet. That's what I'm concerned about. But they're turned a healthy color. They did get pruned quite a bit more than those because of their shape and what I had to work with. So, oh, there's some babies. Maybe they'll come up. Anyway, this is going to be more of my shade-loving plants in the guild. Alrighty, so you are going to have to, unfortunately, cut me some slack until I get my tripod and stuff out here with me. But I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. I've got that bed dug. I've got little baby garlics right there now. So cute. Got these all prepared and everything. This is a little bit deep for my baby cakes, blackberry. But next what I'm going to do is add all of this stuff in. It's done. So hopefully the video quality will improve as I get my setup established. honestly, I've been playing with the idea of starting a YouTube channel for a long time, and just kind of jumped in yesterday and today and said, you know what, if you're going to do it, just do it. So here we are, and I wasn't quite prepared, so it'll get better with time. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this one-handed. So I've got my little Dollar Tree bucket here, and I'm filling it up with the well-aged, we're talking 3 years at least, well-aged goat compost manure. And I'm just going to lay it down into each bed. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'll do the same thing with the coffee grounds. So those are high in nitrogen. We'll put them on bottom. And then I'll put in the cotton burr and mix it in with some fresh topsoil. And then next will be the plants. We'll go in, and then the pine and the wood chips, and then probably some burlap on top. All right, so I did 3 buckets of goat droppings, 1 bucket of coffee, and I'm just throwing it around. Now these I built up. That is just, I made all the same mixture around the trees, the fruit trees when I planted them. And then the outside edges is just regular topsoil with pine mulch. I also put charcoal ash on the very, very tops. And the white pole there is ground watering. So I water deep, and then I give a little bit of top water as well. So this is the same mixture I used for that. Now on these little baby onions, I didn't do anything because they were already growing pretty happy before I moved their home. So anyway, the theory is to put all the nitrogen down low where it won't burn the roots, and then when they grow down and they get more established and not so delicate, they'll get that nitrogen fix that they need for their new growth. Now, I didn't say it before, but as I was growing up, I'm going to throw some coffee up there because I'm probably going to mix that all in as well and make this all level. And it's just going to have beautiful plants, herbs, and flowers, pollinators, and ground cover, and trap crops, and all that kind of good stuff. I'm probably going to mix all that in so it's all one bed. Anyway, as I was growing up, lived on a farm, but I was really too young to remember it too much. I remember picking corn and shelling peas in the living room with all the adults and stuff like that. And but that's a long time ago, and I dang sure didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing what I was told. As I was growing up, planted, I don't even know how many trees over my lifetime. I am 54 now, and getting on up there to where it's kind of, if you want to have this lovely, beautiful place, it's now or never for me, you know? It's like, dude, just do it. You know, you've been prepping and dreaming and planning and wanting this all your life. You have the opportunity, just do it. So anyway, I've done some planting lots and lots of trees. I've had, personally, of my own, I did gladiolas for my mom, and she had the most massive berry tree, blackberry tree. It was not a bush, it was a tree, and she kept mowing it down, thinking it was a weed, and it grew up and produced so many berries we didn't know what to do with them all. So yeah, we had that for years and years and years until it finally just stopped with old age. So other than that, I've had some blackberry bushes, like this guy. This guy's upside down right now. Sorry, guy. put him back in the box upside down after I soaked his roots last night. So this was kind of the ones that I had at my home about 10 years ago, and I had them from about 10 years before that, but mine had thorns, and they are invasive. They will drop seed and go everywhere if you let them. You'll be picking up little suckers everywhere. But off of 2 plants, we got plenty to munch on all summer long for me and my son. So this one is going to be 5 foot, like I said before, and the other one is 3 foot. Anyhow, it's thornless also. But other than that, I've had a pear tree, I've had the 2 blackberry bushes, and I've had some jalapeno plants and just flowers and things like that. So really, I'm a first-time gardener. I've done lots of things, but I've never done it to this scale. I've read a whole bunch. This is my pine mulch. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on now. Anyway, the pine, it's not just pine needles. It's more goat stuff and grasses and twigs and all the things. So it is mulch. So I'm not worried about putting it in. It does have some big bits though. Anyway, I'm not worried about it being too strong. It's good mulch. I should probably get out a bunch of those big twigs. Anyway, I'm going to put that down next. Yeah, I'm just going to put it down. This is quite a bit, and as you get deeper, it gets finer. So what I did is last fall, I got buckets or bags of cotton from Starbucks. I put them in the bucket and put another empty bucket on top of it, let them age. Same thing with the mulch. Same thing with the wood chips. They've just been aging, and the goat stuff, which it didn't need to age. It's been sitting out on the ground aging. Anyway, I just let them age, so this isn't going to burn too much of anything. Anyway, that's what I'm doing next, and I know I'm probably doing all this wrong, and I'm going to make lots of mistakes, but as I said, now or never, and I don't mind this year. It's a trial, and if I fail, it's okay. At least I've got a start, and I tried. So that's where I'm at with it, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll talk again in a minute. Okay, so I've got all of my stuff in. I already made my first mistake. I was supposed to put down the cotton burr compost before I put down the wood chips. The wood chips look so lovely, and then I put the cotton burr on top of it. But that's okay. I'm just going to give everything a good mix with my hand. Honestly, it's not deep enough to mess with going and getting the rake. But, see, that's more trash. That's from the bucket with the compost that was on the ground, or the pine needles. This is what we had on the entire property before we cleaned up, and we're going to be picking that up for many time to come. Anyhow, just pick it out, and pretty soon it'll be good. So, okay, so I didn't quite dig down deep enough right there to make that tender. I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right. Okay, so I ended up digging down another foot and mixing all the stuff I just put on here together, which means I don't have a compost layer or a mulch layer for the top, but I was going to go ahead and I was thinking about doing the burlap anyway. I have tons of burlap that I got for free, and I'm going to go ahead and plant this baby. All that being mixed up, it'll be fun, and once I get him planted, I'll give him some burlap to protect him, and there we go. So, I don't know if y'all remember me saying, I don't know how this video is going to end up with me piecing it all together, but this variety is called baby cakes, which we didn't really want 3 blackberry bushes. We had one from the fall, but when we saw the baby cakes, we had to get it because that's our pet name for each other, is baby cakes. Hey, baby cakes, how you doing? So this is the baby cakes. I soaked them in water yesterday actually, and we was only supposed to do it for an hour, but it ended up being dark by the time I got done creating this. So yeah, I did drain all the excess water out, but he's got wet feet right now, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, but with one hand. But I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Okay, so I did get the burlap put down. Gave it a little bit of soil around the edges, and I'll give my volunteer, it's just from Roots and Refuge, says my volunteer onions a drink. They're looking kind of sad after their home got moved, so I'll take a little bit better care of them in just a second. Anyway, this is it. Let me show you baby cakes over here. I haven't got her watered in yet, so I'm going to push this kind of hard to get the dirt off, because I want to show you the coffee bag. Coffee product. Product of Kenya. Can't see it right now. Anyway, once this is pretty wet and everything, it'll stay in there by itself. Tuck the corners in and everything. But I got the bags. Sorry, that's kind of loud. Anyway, I got the bags from. I already said this on another video, but I got all the burlap bags for free from San Antonio, from this place that does concrete, like water fountains and benches and stuff, and they use it as packing material. So they were giving them away for free. They said they couldn't get rid of them and they were going to burn them. I was like, yes, I will take them, and I loaded up my tiny little trunk of that car with, oh gosh, I don't even remember how many. I did a count way back then, but at least 50 of them. I gave some to my sister and my mom, and anyway, you can use them for all kinds of stuff. I wanted to use them in the garden, so yeah, this is the first ones. It's pretty cool though. Kenya has the best coffee. I went to Africa a long time ago in 2011, 10 or 11 I think, and did a trip over there where we did ultrasounds and stuff. So everybody said, I asked what is the best thing to bring back from here as a souvenir, and they said coffee, and boy, they weren't kidding. Anyway, here is baby cakes. Happy birthday! Which I know it's not your birthday, but welcome to your new home. Where'd you go? There you are. So the other blackberry doesn't have as much growth yet. Today is, there you are. Today is March. Let's just go with 6. I'll say it later. But I'm in West Texas. We have had a very mild winter, in my opinion, and temperatures get really super hot here, to 110 degrees and such. So today, I think the high is 79. Yesterday was super windy, and I was wanting to work on my garden beds, my raised garden beds, but it was too windy to do anything with them. So I ended up doing some work inside, and when the wind died down, I did get to create this beautiful thing. So first 2 fruit trees, those are plum. First 2 berry bushes, blackberry. First herb is some onion, and I have lots of seeds and a few bulbs, none of which I'm going to plant until after Easter. So I'm going to give this baby a drink, and I'll chat with you in a minute to say goodbye. I always am too rough with my plants. Oh, I said earlier I haven't grown any other plants. We did have a garden at our other home. It's a condo with a tiny backyard, and it did okay, but we did some tomatoes and some mints and some pretty little things. The squirrels that grew corn for us would feed the squirrels and the birds, and they planted some corn, and we got an ear of corn in the backyard. That was pretty cool. Anyway, I always am too rough with watering. There's nothing here, so I'm just mixing it. But I did get a different water sprinkler with a super fine mist head, so I won't beat my plants to death, as Tony says. Anyway, right now I'm just watering, kind of mixing this in. This all right here, I'm going to do the same thing as I did over there. I'm just going to mix it all in with the topsoil. I did put in an order for wood chip or chip drop because all of this needs amended. But I don't think chip drop is a big thing here yet. It's only been 2 weeks, but I'm impatiently waiting for them to bring the chip drop so I can do the walkways and the raised garden bed. I'm just going to give this all a soak down so it'll kind of stay. All of the, I've been called on berms, but all of the rings that I put around all these trees were really tall last fall when it's rained down and mulched down. So anyway, I know these are not going to stay this big. Maybe someday I'll have some formal edging or something. But right now, low cost is what I'm after. And this is cheaper than edging, so dirt it is. It's good dirt. I mean, the onions obviously grew in it, so it can't be that bad, right? Anyway, I just don't want it to blow away before I get back to it. The other thing I am really bad about doing is leavening my plants too much. I overwater things to death. I can kill any house plant by giving it too much love. So I'm pretty good with trees and outside flowers. My mom's gladiola bed from years ago lasted for years and years. That, I'm going to put some things there, but I know I'm going to end up sitting right there a lot. Horny toad ran underneath there earlier, so that's pretty cool. He has a place to hide out under there. I left the fence line open because whenever we move out here, I know that our puppies are going to run up and down here. So I'm just going to have some pretty grass. I was thinking about doing a rose bush right there, but I know that they would just run over there and destroy it. So anyway, just wanted to say that. Sorry for all the randomness, but that's life, you know, the perfect YouTube videos and stuff. These guys got a big drink yesterday, so I don't want to give them another drink. Too much love. Anyway, the perfect YouTube videos are structured and they have a theme for every video. That's probably not going to be this channel. This is going to be me doing what I do and back and forth and learning and doing as I go and taking you guys along with me for the journey, for those of you who are interested. And, you know, just can walk around and do stuff with me if you want. And that's how this is going to go. So yeah, see, this one looks like it's a little bit deeper because I dug down quite far because I wanted a big ring around here. I believe it's around 4 o'clock, and you can see this part is shaded. I did want to talk about the sun again. So at 1 o'clock, the porch was completely unshaded. This was unshaded. And now at 4 o'clock, we've got some more shade over in the porch. And this is shaded. All this is shaded. But it's going to be dappled shade from those trees over there. There's the sun up there, blinding me earlier so I couldn't see. So yeah, at 4 o'clock it looks like these guys are still getting, that one's getting more sunshine than this one. I know by 5 o'clock, and it's going to be super, super hot, and this will be completely shaded by 5 or 6. In the height of summer, the sun doesn't go down to like 9:30. It gets to be 110 degrees, so these guys are going to want the shade. Oh, look, that one is budding out. Oh, I didn't see you. Hello. Yeah, so I know it doesn't look like much yet, but stick with this for the journey, and we'll get there. We'll watch it change together.
Okay, this is baby cakes. 3 days after planting. She perked right up. However, I haven't decided on a name for this one yet. We're thinking Big Boy or Big Kahuna. However, he's not doing too great. His little bitty leaves that were down here, right here, it frizzled. And I probably need to snip this off. Anyway, like I said, it's been 3 days and I soaked him again, but he's not doing quite as well as baby cakes.
It is supposed to freeze tonight, or at least get down to 34 degrees. And my mom said, "What are you going to do to protect your blackberries? And I was like, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, when it's cold, are you going to put some milk chucks or something on them?" And I was like, "Well, sure I am." Yeah, I forgot about that. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've gotten this. I have lots of pine mulch, but this was on sale last fall, so I gotten it. So we're just gonna go ahead and use it. Again, there is burlap right here, but I'm gonna kind of pull it back so that I can get the milk jug into the dirt.
And so I wanted some straw around there to protect it. Again, I've got to get my good camera or my tripod or something so I don't have to be doing this one-handed. Anyway, in the means, okay. Oh, you look so pretty. It's soft. It feels amazing. Okay, I'm going to set you. So I got one a little bit shorter accidentally, but big boy over there is actually much smaller than baby cakes. So I'm going to stop this for a sec, do my thing, and then turn you back on.
Alright, so that is it for the day. It's a slow start, but it's a start, and I feel happy about it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it becomes. And yeah, so Lacewing Lane is the name that we chose because Tony's favorite bug is lacewings, and he says I have lacewing eyes. Anyway, I don't wear makeup ever again lately for the past 3 years or so. So if I have makeup on, it's a rare occasion. So anyway, also we have lots of lacewings out here. We have lacewings. We've seen praying mantis, horny toads, grasshoppers. We have some turtles, and what else? One day I was walking and there was a praying mantis on my back. It was pretty cool. Lots of stuff, and I have videos of all that stuff, but I was wanting to find a fairy garden. Ooh, my hair. Sorry, it's windy. We have wind. Anyway, I wanted to find a fairy-like name because, you know, I'm all about fairy gardens and fairy tales and all that stuff. You know, as a girl, we like that stuff. Would like a fairy cottage garden, but I didn't want to call it fairy cottage garden. That's not very something Tony could get behind. But he does love plants and flowers and trees and nature. And he woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Might have been 4 o'clock in the morning one night, and it was like, oh my gosh, because we've been looking for an investment property. He wanted to put his heart and soul into flipping something or renovating something to rent out. And he saw this place, and he was like, oh my gosh, wake up, babe, you gotta look at this, you gotta look at this. And we saw it, and we came and looked at it, and oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. It looked like that pile, that's all of the insulation and stuff from the molded bathroom, but it looked like that everywhere. It was so bad. I can't even describe it to you. I'll post pictures on here and do a little video montage of throughout. Anyway, even still, the trees, the pine trees and the other trees, there's an oak tree, there's a humongous mesquite tree. We have mesquite bushes, okay? Mesquite trees, they're a rare thing, so we're going to try to get some mesquite trees around here. But we could see the potential of what it could be. Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with this. I have lost my train of thought. That's going to happen. Anyway, we're looking forward to making it into something beautiful. And Lacewing Lane is a sign I'm going to make with over my garden, my raised bed garden. And that's going to be the name of this channel. And if it becomes more, that'll be the name of whatever else we decide to do with it. So in the meantime, bye from Lacewing Lane, and thanks for joining me today.
Hello, lady. Go eat some spiders.
Ooh, she's fast.
She's over almost to the middle. She's a baby.
Oh, she's blowing in the wind. I'm just a leaf.
She put up her claws on her front feet.
I see her shaking like a cook.
Yeah.
All these people on the show. I get on the show. Look at me on the now.
You're so pretty.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
She's a baby. Look how little she is. Okay, lady. You eat some bugs.